Okay, now as you know, people always like to pick and choose what they decide to complain about. And you guys saw when the Wii U launched, or even before the Wii U launched, there was a bunch of people online complaining about the battery life for the Wii U gamepad. They're saying, "Oh, it's pathetic. Um, it only lasts about 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours, and for you to really use the controller to its potential, you have to shell out more money for an extended battery pack, and Nintendo's pathetic, and blah 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 blah." But what I've seen um, when it comes to Sony's PlayStation 4 controller, the DualShock 4, people seem to just be giving it a pass. And it seems like people are just doing that just because the PlayStation 4 is selling real well. But what does that have to do with the controller build? Now, I prefer this controller way over the DualShock 3. It's it's much better design. Like it's a better controller. However, the build quality is questionable. First of all, we already have what you guys already know about the triggers failing at least close to launch or at launch. Um, Pretty bad, like failing and messing up after only about a month or so of use. And instead of really complaining about that, you have the Sony fans. Oh well, you should just get some rubber grips. They're only $10. It's like nigga, no. Why should I have to buy rubber grips for a controller for some analog sticks not to break? When have you ever had to do that? And it seems like these guys are just fine with that because the PlayStation 4 is selling well. What does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with the fact that you have to replace pretty much your analog sticks on your PlayStation 4 controller in under a year? That's pathetic. Now, I think that they may have fixed this issue so far with the new batch of consoles, because I haven't had any problems with it yet. But then again, I've been using it as gentle as an old man brushing his dentures. So that might not even apply to me. But for the rest of you people that use your controllers, like kind of rough with your controllers, yeah, they might break pretty easily, at least as far as the analog sticks are concerned. But this video isn't about that because that issue has already been brought up. What I would like to bring up is the fact that nobody seems to really be complaining that the battery life for the DualShock 4 sucks badly. Now, people got on the Nintendo with the Wii U gamepad um, having a short battery life. But here's the thing though, there's a reason why it has a short battery life. It's freaking streaming all the games to your controller and has a big freaking screen on it. What's the DualShock 4 excuse? Because honestly, the battery life on this controller doesn't seem to be much longer than the gamepad. And what's the excuse for that? I charge this controller just as much, if not more, than the gamepad. How is that possible? Now, I've seen some people with some solutions online. Oh, well, no, you just turn the vibration off. You just turn the light down. You turn the sound off. It's like, nigga, so I have to turn everything off just for it to have somewhat decent playtime? Like, get out of here with that. You got to turn off all the features just to get some decent hours out of the controller. And then also, from what I hear, even if you turn all of that crap off, the normal playtime is about 8 hours. Now, this is a normal freaking controller. This is not the gamepad. There's no big old screen. It's not streaming jack. It has a couple lights on it. And the battery life is that bad? Are you serious? How is that possible? How is that possible? So you got people with these rose tinted glasses that don't think anything is wrong with this. This is a standard freaking controller. You know how long the Wii Pro controller lasts on the Wii U? Battery life is like 60 hours at least. At least. And this controller, you gotta charge it every freaking day, pretty much. If you watch 2 Netflix movies in a row, you have to charge your controller because it doesn't turn off. You have to go in the settings to make it so this controller manually turns off after 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever. That is a freaking design flaw. Why would the controller need to stay on and take up all that energy while you're watching a movie? That is retarded. Oh, but no, PlayStation 4 is selling well, so who cares? I see some niggas, oh, well, it's not a big deal to me. I just bought an extra controller, so I just switch them out when it's about to die. Shut up. You're stupid. Rose tinted glasses. So the Wii U's gamepad has a terrible battery life. The PlayStation 4's controller, which doesn't do anywhere near what the gamepad does, has a similar battery life, and everybody went silent. Isn't that interesting?